Hey everyone, super excited to share with you a few new features that we've launched for you. The first is switching away from Dolly and into GPT Image 1. This is the image generator that allow you to write really strong text and generate really strong text on your images right here. So this is just one example we did for Square. Here's another one that we did for a construction home builder in Los Angeles right here. So when you're prompting inside of this area, and again, this is live right now in all of your accounts, how this works really well is like if you first in the prompt describe the background of the image that you want to generate first. So for this coffee one, it was make a nice modern coffee shop with a POS system in front that says Square, sell anywhere with Square logo on it. So if you describe first, like the background image, like this prompt right here was make a nice modern luxury home with construction workers and then put the text on top. So you want to first start with like the background base image first, and then you can add on and describe sort of like the text that you want to add, like this one, like where it says Square, sell anywhere. So super simple to prompt. You can just generate this and you can start using this in your ads today. This is live right here. You can also tap this edit option right here to make any changes that you want to these images as well. And it's just bringing another creative feature into the platform for you just to generate great results. So now this other feature that I'm about to go over is instructions inside of your brand context area. This feature is actually launching on Monday. I just want to give you all a heads up on how this works. This is optional right here, but what's great about this is that you can always tap generate for me and we'll generate, this is going to be like the new brand voice area. You can write things in here like avoid certain words, your target audience that you want to reach and write to. So your ad copy is really strong. You can avoid emojis, avoid hashtags. So this is just where you can paste in just very, more advanced instructions into Play. So this is just creating extremely relevant ad copy. Like if you never want to use the word transform, you can just say like never, use the word transform. Like you can just type these into this instructions area. This is optional, but I think it's just a very strong way for you just to have more control over what's being generated. You can always write your own instructions in here and we'll take that into account when we're starting to generate your ads across, 11 plus different platforms right here. Now, another thing that this impacts is that when you tap your edit prompt area right here, what's happening is that before we had that other pop-up, it was just kind of a little confusing where we had another pop-up that had, you can edit your prompt again, but this is going to take you back to this brand context area and you can change out your languages here if you want to write in a different language. And you can also add your offer right here if you want to change out your offer or anything. And here's your instructions and everything. So it's kind of just centralizing everything. You can sort of see how this brand context is taken into account. This area, what we've done here is that you can just write a much longer prompt right in here. And this prompt right here is just for your individual campaign. So instead of saying something like, like let's say this ad is for Square. You don't necessarily in this campaign area always need to type in like Square is a payment processor for local businesses. You can just come in here and type in your offer. We'll take into account everything in the brand context area. So now you can just type in something like free trial into this area. And we're taking into account your entire brand context. So instead, like you can just type in your offer now, and this will generate your entire ad and everything for this specific, for your specific brand that's in this brand context area. This can also work really great. Like if you're a roofer or real estate agent, or you're working with those type of clients, they can come in here now and just type in like open house. And they don't need to type in like any other info because we have it all stored in their brand context area. So having those instructions in here, having this brand context area, this just makes it a lot easier for them. So they don't really need to type in anything. They could just we've just made it a lot easier for them. Just type in something like their offer, what they're promoting, and just make it very easy for them just to generate ads even faster. Something else that we've launched, I forgot if we made a video about this, but this is for our optimization folders. So this is where you can group like a Snapchat campaign with a Bing campaign, with a Google or TikTok ad campaign. Even from your existing ads, you can do this. You can import them into Play, or you can just group them into these folders, and we will move spend around based on the targets that you select now. So before this used to just be automated, but now we're just giving you even more control where you can tap here, you can select the metric that you want to go for, and you can enter the target value, and we will move spend accordingly across platforms to the best performing campaign automatically. You can set the duration as well. So if you want to optimize it over 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, however you want to do it. You can see how the budget's being shifted and everything right here. And again, this is in our optimization folders. We're one of the only companies to do this where you can optimize spend across 11 different ad platforms. So you can just create a folder right here. You can group different campaigns. You can even have like a Facebook ad campaign folder, or maybe like an upper funnel campaign folder, a bottom funnel campaign folder. You can group them however you want and just flip a switch on, and this will begin and kick off the optimizations. And you can set the goals now. Now, a few other things that we've done are to our ad templates. Now, ad templates work great if you're working with 20 different clients on the same niche or industry. You just want to create some templates, share it to your clients, and they can go in and launch their own ads. What we've done is that you can now attach goals to your template. So like if I want to create a meta ad template to share over to clients, you can now attach the goals to the template when you share it with them. So this was like heavily requested in our Facebook group. So this is now live for you, where you can attach goals to the templates, just to take out that extra step of them selecting the goals. Now, what we've also done is when you're creating these templates, you can add these custom fields for your clients. So instead of it saying square, I can come in here and do, something like business name right here. So when you share it to your clients, it's automatically going to match their business name. You could add any sort of custom field that you want. Maybe you want to add something like, phone number, or you want to come in here and add a field like, address even. You can add this field. So now let's save this ad mockup. So now that this is saved, when you share this to a client, so you can move it to a folder, you can share this template. If I tap create ad from this template, it's going to show these custom fields for this business owner to fill out. So what's going to happen here is that they can use this template multiple times now, and we'll always show this form for them. Maybe they have like a different offer they want to include, because you can always have that. But we'll bring in this information automatically from their brand context. But this just allows them to use the template, the same template multiple times. Maybe they have like a different phone number, or a different offer that they want to use for this specific template. They can do that now. So instead of like a one-time use template, this is now like a multi-use template. And we have even more optimization features coming next week into the platform, as well as a few other things around even helping you better improve your client billing and even more creative functionality. So with that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.